after today's game, that rivalry has become re-sparked a little bit?
Yeah, I think that's something that, I know since I got here, obviously when you were here, that we've been trying to do. We've been trying to win the North. And for us, today was a good start. Obviously, as disappointed as the offense played today, the defense did a hell of a job, special teams as well. And up until the end, I guess in a sense it's acceptable on a short week, coming in here on a Thursday after another big win. But, the ending of the game kind of just takes the spirit out of this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's try to turn this, and we'll hear about that fight all week long, and everybody will address it in their way. Let's get to what happened on the field. And what I want to know is, really, what is it like for you two, first of all, to be best friends and to finally
don't like him.
To get your dream, because you probably, at LSU always dreamed of playing together. Now here at the NFL level, what is it like actually playing together?
For me, it's everything. I tell people all the time, I don't know where I'd be at in my life if it wasn't for this man, and I really mean that. Just in every single way, him being there for me as a brother, being there to push me to be great, to be legendary, all the things that, I was always good at football, but he really took me to that next level of speaking of legendary and wanting to be like you guys, and just to see him, we talk off the field. I ride with him to practice. I ride home with him just to have those moments, to be able to be around his family, his baby girl, his little man. For me, it's everything, and I would hope it's the same for him. You know what I mean? But just moments in the game where, I can remember myself at times not knowing where to turn or whatever it is, and now I can look this man in his eyes and we can come together and we lock in. That's all I got to say to him. Lock in right now.
Odell, you're talking about that, and a lot of things transpired in New York, with a lot of stuff on the sideline. We haven't seen any of that. We haven't seen any of it that people talked about. How much of it having Jarvis, how much has that helped you with all of that?
He hasn't helped at all with that part. No, I'm playing. Just what he does for me, it's a calming soul. It's something that, this is my real brother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. And personally, I've had, 26 was a tough year for me, and I've had so much growth, just so much to where that's just not in me no more. It just is something that I wasn't in a situation, or I was in a situation that just was discomforting for me, or whatever it is. And I've come too far to turn back, And we're doing this for, when I came here, I remember what LeBron did for the city of Cleveland, and to see these people here, when I pray, I don't pray for no numbers or nothing. I just pray that God allows me to be the best me, the best version of me for this city. And that's just what we want to do, man. We want to bring greatness. We want to bring excellence to Cleveland. And these fans who are still out here, we love it. We love it. We love the energy, and that's what we came here to do.
It felt like the offense in general was clicking tonight. You guys were moving the ball really well, and there was some criticism here and there. What are you looking at me like that for, Steve? What's the problem?
I was just listening. So.
He's a good listener.
So to do this, to have this game on Thursday night against a divisional rival when you guys are both fighting for playoff spots, how great is that right now, just to have that sink in and knowing that you can go on this bye week now, or it's mini bye week, just some time off now, and knowing that you have that in your pocket?
Yeah, obviously it's good for where we're heading to. But again, I think the offense, we did some things well in the first two drives. I think when we scored the only 2 touchdowns out of half until late. But everything else, man, is just. I know guys are working hard. Guys are trying. We just got to find a way to put it together. We got teams like that, we need to just put them away and stop playing scared and stop playing. We just got to find ways to put teams away.
Jarvis, how realistic is it for you guys to go on a run? Because you haven't lost a game in your division. You really have everything in front of you still as an opportunity. It's a tough run, but how realistic is it for you guys to try to go on this run and still make a playoff run?
It's very, very realistic, but I think the whole key for us now is just going 1-0 every week. Not really focus on who we got next, not really focus on the whole AFC picture, just kind of taking one game at a time. And I think that's the best way to go about it. I think that's the way that we need to take it for the rest of the season.
Well, the Miami Dolphins are next, buddy. And that's your spot right there now.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's right now. How much intensity for you will you take into that game?
Man, I still got a couple friends over there, a couple guys that I still talk to.
He
But
said a couple. A few, huh?
yeah, a
Hey,
few.
welcome back to the set, Steve.
Yeah, I feel like one or two. But at the end of the day, you know, it's the same thing. Every time I take the field, I compete. I'm coming with passion, coming with energy, and you know, I think that all my teammates are doing the same.
Jarvis, this is your second year with Baker Mayfield. How has he progressed in his second season with you?
He's continuing to grow. You know, he's continuing to grow. Obviously, you know, at that position, being one of the hardest positions on the field, we have to find ways, and me and O talk about it all the time, find ways just to make it right. Find ways to make the plays. Find ways to make the tough contested catches, no matter what. If the ball's our way, it's a good pass, you know, and as receivers, I know you guys can attest to that as well, and just making it right. So, you know, he's grown. Things are simple. You know, he's getting the ball in O's hand, my hand. You know, adding Kareem back to the offense makes us that much more explosive as well.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt added last week, come back from a suspension. It seems like he adds a huge different dynamic that defenses really have to account for. How does the addition of Kareem Hunt make your job easier and give you guys more options with that offense?
It's tough. You know, it's tough when he comes in and you give him multiple look packages. It just makes it tough for teams. You know, there was a lot of doubling and stuff going on, and like we piggyback on earlier, you know, it seems like it was such a good game, but there's going to be so much to watch on this film where should have scored 40 points. You know, just the bottom line. We're sitting up here, we're happy with a win, but we're not happy. And we're not content. We're not satisfied because we've seen so much more for ourselves. I know we had a rough start and there was so much expectations, but we seen, you know, beyond the expectations, how much there was in the tank for us. So with Kareem coming back, it just adds a different dynamic, you know, and it makes it tough for teams to match up. So going ahead, I think that's going to be a pretty big deal. And as he gets rolling, you know, he's excited to be back and play football. So we love to have him. Just trying to be great, you know.
You mentioned the high expectations. So now that you've been here for a little bit of time in Cleveland, how would you assess your play with Baker Mayfield and the relationship that you have with him?
It's growing. It's something that is going to grow every single day. You know what I mean? It's something that it's not just going to come in and be right there. So we're still learning and growing with each other, and you know, keep making these runs, 1-0 every week. That's all we're talking about. And as long as, you know, him, Jarvis, everybody else gets on the same page, I don't see us losing. You know, I think putting the complete game together, I think we'll see a different result in the score.
Well, you guys, you're repping LSU well tonight, right here at this desk on Thursday Night Football.
Roll Tigers!
Oh,
Tigers!
I know, I was just messing with you. That's a good win, man. Good win for you guys.
The Browns' first win over the Steelers since 2014. Guys, thanks so much for coming by.